Alrighty, so I was asked to look for the best PC for about $1,000 or so with 16 gigabytes of RAM, basically whatever's the best PC for the price. So today, Amazon prices are an absolute joke. I wouldn't pay $2,000 for this gaming PC, that's for sure. An RTX 3060? Nah, that's way too much money. This one has gone up in price. This was a solid price for a gaming PC, but again, that's gone up 200 bucks. This one has gone up like $300 or $400. Uh, that one's okay. 1,500 though is too much money, but the parts are there. This one, no. This one, mm, still too much money. This one garbage. GTX 730 for 800 bucks. Man, that's awful. That's an awful deal. No, too much. That was $800. Man, and no, like all bad. If that was under 1,000, I'd say that's not bad. But again, bad. This, what is this? What is this old thing? An FX 8300. God, no. How are the people still selling that? That thing is so old. No. No, no, no. I'm like super, super picky. I am so upset for anyone trying to get into playing video games on PCs. This one's gone up in price. Sucks. This, a GT 710, 1 gigabyte of VRAM? Nah. No, no, no. That's awful. Bad. What do we got here? Okay, so it's got a solid CPU. It's got 16 gigabytes of RAM. That's really good. GeForce GTX 1660 Super is still perfectly good for this day and age. It will play games way better than a GT 710. It's a This gaming PC would outperform an Xbox One and a PS4, that's for sure. New generation, probably not so much. But the difference is you can get 144 FPS or higher on Fortnite than the new PS5, which is still capped at 60 hertz, which I'm pretty sure is correct. I'm pretty sure they haven't unlocked the 120 yet. Decent amount of storage. Let's just take a quick look at it. It's $100 over his budget, but I think it would be worth it. Alright, so aftermarket cooler by the looks of it. Looks as if it would have decent airflow. I imagine this is all somewhat open. Oh, that's glass, but is that open? I hate all the photoshopping. Okay, it's got slits on the side. Fans are placed right. It'd be two sticks. It is showing a MSI card by the looks of it. And there's no reviews whatsoever. So I would say this one's a bit of a gamble, but if it was me, the parts are all there. This is more than enough to game and stream and do everything you need to do, and it has the 11th gen Intel, which is slightly faster than the 10th generation, but not by too much. This one's not priced badly either for 1,300, but it's currently unavailable. This one's actually priced not too bad. Now, the GTX 650 is perfect for playing Fortnite and such. The 10100F is actually a decent CPU. It's 4 cores, 8 threads. It would be enough to stream. It just needs more RAM and storage, so you're probably looking at about $750 before tax said and done. And you have a PC that would be able to pump out 144 frames on Fortnite and about 60 FPS on Warzone, which is decent. And I would say about 80 FPS on GTA. And if I recall correctly, because I used my 1650 on Red Dead Redemption, I was getting about 45 FPS with medium settings, which is actually not that bad for Red Dead Redemption 2 on the computer. So if you're looking for, casual gaming, and yeah. I mean, it's hard to say, but I would have liked to see this for 600 or under before the pandemic, but man, if you can get a PC that can actually run games at 60 FPS for under 700 bucks nowadays, geez. Yeah, it's better. It's way better than this one. If I was picking between these two, 100% I go with this one. The GTX 1650 versus an RX 550. Man, that's not even a game. This is way better. Better by far. Way too much. GT 710. No, thank you. What do we got here? Decent CPU. Decent memory. Oh, I don't like that graphics card. In comparison, the RX 5500 XT versus 1660 Super, man, not even a game. 1660 Super would crush it. They need to price these more fairly. So 1,050 for that one. And where was it with that other one? Right here. If I was choosing between these two, 1TB, 500GB SSD, I'd probably still take this one because the RX 5500 XT is less power consumption and is a newer graphics card. The RX 580 is still a solid graphics card, but it came out in 2017. That's not too bad. The 1050 Ti is under a 1650, but again, if you could actually get your hands on this for $729, like, you're laughing. Too much. Yeah, like, I wouldn't pay over $1,000 for a graphics card that came out in 2017. If you have it still, it's a great card, but I wouldn't buy it with plans to keep it for another 2 years. Most people with RX 580s are planning to upgrade within the next little while, because some games are starting to get laggy. Yeah, so definitely my recommendation would be this one for the $1,000 mark for the best bang for your buck. It doesn't really need anything to make it go. Decent keyboard and mouse. This one is the best if you have the cash. Actually, no, sorry. This one is not the best if you have the cash. There is a version with a 1360 Ti that's currently unavailable as well. That one is worth it for the cash. That one, no. I don't think. If that was $100 less, maybe. This is probably the best PC for someone on a tight budget. I should actually do a build and buy with that one. I will do that after this. Just pump out some videos, because I have been lazy. Man, their website stresses me out. So you click, like, page 2, you sit there for a second, the second you move, it's like, okay, I'll load up. Actually, this one's not bad. It's a 9th gen CPU, but the 1650 Super still kicks butt. Above all, like, I feel bad. I feel bad for people. Like, this is ridiculous. Like, most people can't afford to get into gaming PCs. Like, before it was hard enough. A GT 730, God. 850, too much. I don't think I would pay that. Way too much. 1650 Super for $1,000. Alright, so yeah, like, it's upsetting. The good PCs are all sold out, so you're pretty much stuck with the two that I showed. Pardon me. Like, there used to be that RX 570 with the Ryzen 3 3100, which was the absolute perfect starter PC. It's an older graphics card, but for the price of under $700, it was perfect. So if you have $1,000, I would probably go with, yeah, this one. Oh, they moved up the price again. It was just $630. They keep creeping it up. So I would say for the price, for $1,000, I would say this one. And then if you can't afford that, this one is definitely a runner-up. The graphics card is a little bit lacking. You'll probably need to upgrade sooner than later. But just to get into gaming at 60 FPS for most games, this is the way to do it.